By the time Favor was 14, she had grown taller, stronger, and more aware of the world's harshness. Life in Umweke had not become easier, it had become heavier. Hunger still stalked her, rain still swallowed the red part, and whispers of judgment still followed her wherever she went. Yet, Favor had learned to carry more than just survival. She carried responsibility for Chinedu, for herself, and strangely, for the village itself. Children would come to her for advice: where to find water during floods, which fruit trees bore ripe offerings, how to avoid the angry dogs of the market. But carrying responsibility brought its own sorrow. Favor often thought of her parents, her mother lullabies she barely remembered, her father distant face in a dream she could never touch. At night, when Chinedu slept at her side, she pressed a hand to her chest and whispered, "I wish you were here. I wish you knew me." One afternoon, as Favor and Chinedu were returning from the river with water, she noticed that her small garden behind Mama Chika's hut has been tampered. Plants were crushed, the soil scattered, and in place, footprints pressed deep into the soft red earth. Her heart sank. Weeks of hard work had been destroyed in moments. She scanned the village looking for the culprit, but no one spoke and no one confessed. Chinedu tugged at her sleeve. "Favor, why did they do that?" Favor knelt beside him, brushing mud from his small hands. "Sometimes," she said slowly, "people hurt others because they are unhappy of themselves. We can't let it stop us. We'll plant again, we'll grow again." But inside, a seed of fear had been planted. The village was no longer just a place of survival. It was a place where kindness could be tampered and trust could be stolen. One morning, while Favor and Chinedu were surveying this village market for leftovers, a man approached them. His clothes were neat, his eyes sharp, and he carried a small notebook. "Your Favor, aren't you?" he asked. Favor hand shot at Chinedu's shoulder. "Who wants to know?" "I'm Mr. Okoro," he said. "I work with an NGO in the city. We help children who need guidance, education, support. I've heard of you. You cared for your little brother and you survived despite everything. That's remarkable." Favor stared. "Why would anyone care?" she whispered. Mr. Okoro smiled gently. "Because the world is bigger than Umweke, and sometimes people see what others do not." For the first time in her life, Favor considered there might be a world where she could be more than just an orphan struggling to survive. That night, Favor lay on her mat beside Chinedu, the red mud damped behind her. She could hear the river swelling, the wind rattling the roof, and yet for the first time, a small spark of hope stirred in her heart.